Hey, don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, for
What
fuck's
is happening?
sakes. Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's
Luna. No,
episode
I'm not.
of the Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Hi there, I'm Will. I GM this game tonight on Tabletop Rolls. It's our spelljamming D&D 5e campaign. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, though, because of the people we have at the table. And we're going to start off with one of the most fun people that I know. We have Rose
Ah,
Oh, that's me.
playing Luna.
Hi. Yes, I sure am. I adore this character. She has such a special place in my heart. No thoughts, head empty, good intentions, good vibes only.
If you want to see our newest sapphic ship start on this channel, go watch last
Oh yeah,
week's episode.
Lovey.
Lovey.
oh boy.
Lovey.
Are we still workshopping that?
No, I love it.
No, it's
do
the
you have,
perfect
do you
ship
have
name.
a better? You're gonna have to work
I don't
hard
think
to.
I don't think Ina or Evna is better than Lovey.
I
so
am just saying that Lovey is like on the level of Bumblebee in my mind for like ship names.
Aww.
which is canon.
Except, you know,
Fucking finally.
Luna and
Fucking finally.
Luna or Evie, one of them won't lose an arm.
I could grow
Hopefully.
back.
Hopefully.
It's still early.
Luby.
Yeah,
then-
we still have time, folks.
Then, speaking, if you want to have time and if you want to have a good time, you can give this person a call. It's Matt!
This is me. I am here.
Playing
I am
Dallas.
here.
Is Matt your good time?
Yes, Matt is
Mhm.
Matt is the person I call if I want to have a good time. Playing Magic the Gathering, Warhammer.
Does it feel to be Will's Magic the Gathering whore, Matthew?
I started wondering, does Canada have the for a good time call?
Yes,
jokes
we do.
and
That's
bits?
what. That's
Okay.
that's the joke.
I mean,
That's the joke I was
wasn't
making.
sure if it-
That's
if- I
the
wasn't
joke I was
sure if it
making,
was-
Chad.
Okay.
I mean,
This is why they don't
it
play
kind of goes
us.
both ways.
Yeah. See.
We have a new gay ship.
Matt and Will's free time.
Matt and Will's free time. Like, oh god, Genshin on Wednesday night, Matt. That was, we got some good artifacts together, you and I.
We did.
Yeah.
We got some new stuff. I forgot to actually have to
Sarah's
build
just
those
like,
artifacts.
no. Sarah's just like, no, Matt and Will cannot be shipped. Sarah, I'm hurt. I'm wounded.
It's 2023, Sarah.
But speaking,
We ship real
speaking-
people here.
Speaking of people who hurt and wound me,
Problematic behavior.
No room
McKenna.
for loonies and G-strings.
What?
That's quitter talk.
McKenna, we have McKenna playing
I missed
Evie.
the segue. I'm sure it was devastating.
I was speaking of people
yeah,
who
I'm
hurt
playing
and
Evie.
wound me.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes. Huh?
Yeah, you do.
I'm playing Evie, someone who has a hard time hurting or wounding just about anything.
One day you'll roll low on poison spray and it'll hit
One
and
day.
affect the enemy.
And
Oh,
I'm
okay.
McKenna Ray Art on all of the social places.
Oh,
Oh,
Sarah!
Sarah.
I wish I saw Sarah's Facebook today. If I was in LA, I would be doing it. I would just be like, no matter where I was in the city, I would have just been, I volunteer. But speaking
Oh,
of
did
people,
somebody end up... Anyway.
speaking of people who volunteer for things, someone who volunteers to sit with me multiple times a week for some reason, Chad.
I was just like, wait.
Like, you can't do me again.
Say,
Can't do
it,
you
so,
again.
it sounds like I'm about to be voluntold something. I wasn't sure what was happening.
How are you doing tonight, Chad?
I am doing just fine.
Nice.
Just living life, chilling.
If you want to chill and have a good time, go check out McKenna's TikTok at McKenna Ray Art. If she forgets to plug it, I plug it. You probably posted a TikTok before this, right?
I sure did. Missed Wednesday because I was doing rehearsal stuff. I had like a little alarm, and then I put my phone on Do Not Disturb at 6 o'clock, so I didn't have the alarm go off at 7. And I was like, well, I guess that means I'm off the hook to film on like a night that I hadn't already done my face for a stream.
Yeah. On Wednesday, we were off because we were down McKenna, Coop, and Abby. This week, And just because it sounds like the only people who were really excited for the Battle Royale were me and Matt, the Ray arc begins. So that'll be
Whatever that means, we will see.
Tomorrow, Salt and Sorcery is back.
Yeah.
Back with Celasta again. With Chad.
We better level up.
Crystal Calf. All playing together. Calf and I have been playing a bunch of Minecraft together this week. It's been...
Oh, that's nice.
Then, on Sunday, we have Stardew Sunday with friends. Maybe without Sarah this week. We'll find out. I would assume so because... ill. But then on Monday we have the Strength of Thousands AP, also maybe without Sarah this week. But we will have Matt back, and McKenna, and Zoe, and Igora, so you'll get to continue down that story beat. And speaking of story beats, of course, on Wednesday we have the Ray saga beginning. Where did Ray go? What happened to Ray? What's Aranari up to these days? Find out on Wednesday. Alright. Sweet, then we aren't down Sarah on Sunday. If you couldn't make it, I was going to buy a bunch of chili pepper seeds the first day, and I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to get these done so that Sarah can woo Shane as much as we all give Sarah bops for it. Am I forgetting any announcements, team? Oh,
I don't think so.
Because Maya might watch the VOD. Maya's in a play right now. That's why they're not here. I'm sure they're kicking butt and breaking legs all over the place. We wish all the best luck. They will be back next week. I think that's everything. Once LA Fringe is getting closer together, if we find out shows are being live streamed, we will signal boost them here because I know that like McKenna is involved with a few. I know Sarah is heavily involved with a number of them. I really hope Sarah's are getting streamed because I really want to watch them. And I don't know if Rose is doing anything for Fringe, but we'll find out.
Nope.
No, Sag.
Nope.
Cool.
Not until there's less pandemic.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And after like half of the Fringe participants caught the plague at the after party last year, I think that's a safe decision.
Not risking anything right now. But
I'm not going to the after
I'm
party.
brushing up my monologue book. Send me your monologue recommendations. Did you write a monologue?
Ooh.
Put it in our Discord, and maybe I'll read it.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely read it. Maybe I'll read it on stream at some point, or I don't know. Maybe I'll use it to audition.
Oh God, I kind of want to do like a tabletop roles monologue night at some point. Now
I would love that. Quite
That'd be so
frankly,
much fun.
sign me the fuck up.
That'd be so much fun to do. I miss the
You're
days.
welcome for the idea.
There was a time in like when I was living in LA still where I would do a thing with friends. We would all get together. We would like one of us would find like some random play. We'd buy like a copy of it and photocopy enough copies for everyone to have. We'd get like wine and hard lemonade and like different appetizers, and we'd have like this like huge we'd have like this huge spread, and we would just all cold read plays through together. And like stage them in someone's living room.
See, that's fun. That's
so
very
much
fun. I love that shit.
I miss doing it.
That is my jam. I miss it too.
There are so many less people I would do that with here. But that is all of our announcements and all of our stuff. We've been bantering for about as long as they do on Critical Role, so time to roll the intro. Last time on the Astral calling. Our party continued their way through the Devil Hunter's domain, clearing the puzzle of playing a little mini game against some holographic devils. Then moving into the barracks of the domain. After a close combat encounter with some living armor that Evie did not have a great time with, they found some ghosts as well as a forge. While Darius was making a new weapon for Rash, at that forge, some ghosts attacked them. They dealt with the ghosts while Darius and Rash continue forging weapons. Then moving on to look through more of the barracks, they discovered more ghosts and quickly dispatched them as well. Our party had noticed a ghost meditating on one of the training floors. But other than that, that's pretty much everything that happened last week. I cannot remember, team. Were you all going to take a long rest at this point, or were you going to take a short? What did you want to do?
Well, there's all these beds here.
Yes. If you want, you can make a perception check.
I was against taking a rest without knowing what else is here.
And we found out it was ghosts. We fucked around. We found out.
Oh, should have been advantage, but I got a 19.
Vim, as you're looking through some of the beds, in like 4 or 5 of them, there's just like salt.
So I'm thinking of Skyrim, when you kill spirits and stuff, it leaves like a little pile of sand.
There's just like salt. It's like about a human worth of salt.
It is their sorcery.
We got ghost dust.
No, this is salt. It's not even ghost dust. It is salt.
No, that's just what he's calling it. Ghost dust.
Or as some might say, nah. N-A. Salt. Listen,
Sodium, what you did there.
I have a good joke periodically.
Not this time, but periodically.
Careful, everyone.
No, periodically was also a joke.
We shouldn't give him a reaction.
Fuck. I've been trying to remain neutral.
Chad gives me a reaction.
I love a good chemistry joke.
I think my eyes rolled into the back of my head there for a second.
It was amazing. I loved it. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah, so you found about 4 or 5 of those beds, about a human-sized pile of salt. And like as you're looking around, like those were under covers, and so like they weren't looking around, but you can like see there's like vents that are like blowing air through here. So there's definitely been airflow, and like as you're looking around, you can see like on the ground like grains of salt just all over the place. A little bit too small to notice, but there's like a good amount of salt just on the ground here for some reason.
Not sure why that would be necessary. Or when we destroyed those other spirit things, isn't that what happened?
Yes,
So they
dropped
like
salt.
Okay, so yeah, probably lots of ghosts got
Well,
destroyed here.
I could keep watch if you guys want to sleep.
Inquisitive, before we rest, I do happen to have some spell slots left, and do we have anything that needs to be identified?
I don't think so.
Not at this
Because
moment.
I
Just
think we
checking.
already.
I was gonna at least save one just for the heavy armor I'm wearing. I'm like, I want to find out this isn't the cursed armor of soul burning. You know, just to be safe.
Go for it.
That'd be one hell
Alright,
of a
well,
suit of armor.
I will cast Identify on the suit of armor I am already wearing, which may already be too late, but
It is just a suit of armor.
sweet. All right, well then, I'm ready for bed. Wrap your mind around how the heck does a cat centaur sleep?
Rolled up in a little cat centaur loaf.
Do cats...
See, the problem is though, L-shaped. You can't do a proper loaf with a body like that.
I think you'd have to like double loaf. I think you'd have to like tuck your feline limbs underneath your centaur loaf, and then like the top half of your body also lay prone, and then tuck your humanoid arms.
See, I think I'd
That's
almost
what
have to
I don't
lean.
know.
I'd have to lean against a wall, I think, unless I'm flying
Don't
flat
like
on my
the
side.
centaurs in Fantasia sleep.
I don't remember.
Oh, the centaurs in Fantasia.
I try not to talk about the centaurs in Fantasia.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. We sure don't. But You know what? They do sleep.
I
They
mean,
do sleep.
it is the
Hey, I got a
easiest-
hero point from Squishy. Thank you, Squishy.
I mean, finding a centaur is the easiest way to find the radius of a enchanted forest.
I actually like Squishy's suggestion of like belly up, doing little runny kicks in his sleep, doing little baking biscuits.
I'm just worried about the upper part of my body's spine, really.
Whilst you are
I'm just gonna lean against the
getting
wall.
ready for rest, is there anything anyone else wants to do, or are people just going to rest? Osklin offers to take a watch.
We could also
if
trap
you'd
the
like.
door.
I mean, if you'd like, we could. I'm more than happy to take a watch. I will say there's been a lot of ghosts down here, and they've been moving through walls, so trapping the door may be a little bit fruitless of an effort. But
I think we are mostly concerned about that floating individual.
the ghost person.
Do you think they're also a ghost?
I mean, they're spectral. I can see through them. That's usually what makes a ghost.
I mean, you can see through me, but I am not a ghost.
Yes, but you're also
she's got you
you're
there.
also not a humanoid. That I know, like that person over there, and he just like pokes their head out. Yeah, that right there looks like a Githzerai folk, and those folks normally don't float like that and aren't see-through.
All right. Well, if you are volunteering to keep watch, then
Yeah, I'm more than happy to
I
take a
suppose
watch.
it's a moot point.
I'm good. I only if I rest for a short time, I tend to get most of my stuff back. So I'll sit down.
That's good because I need a long rest.
Yeah, you all get yourself a nice nap. If people want to take an extra watch and like hang out and talk to Captain Osklin, I'm down to stalk. But otherwise, have a good sleep, everyone.
Good sleep.
Darius, as you are just nestling up into bed and resting, you hear a voice in your head. Darius, out of curiosity, whereabouts are you these days? I have an opportunity to travel, and if things work out, I'd love to see you, dear.
Of course, I would also like to see you. We are currently exploring a Devil Hunter ruin, not exactly sure where. Am not the navigator. 25 exactly.
All right. Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Bless
Otherwise,
you.
unless you have anything you'd like to do overnight, everyone gets a long rest. Da, 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 da.
Get my spell slot. And
Vim
HP
would
back.
have taken a watch, but he wouldn't have said anything, and it's just because he doesn't trust the other captain.
Yeah, that's
Like,
He would have gotten his own little
That
perch
sounds about right.
and like basically just acted like he was asleep but watching.
Yeah, fair enough. And then, once you all get up, Osklin has come back, and they appear to have cooked like a breakfast, like eggs and bacon and toast in the kitchen here. And they just kind of like put out like a spread for everyone. I did a little bit of cooking, if people are all right with that. Rash, you looked a little bit tired, so I figured I'd let you get a nap in there. And yeah, breakfast is served. It's passable, and y'all continue your exploration as thou see fits. So, what would y'all like to do?
Shall we continue?
Yes, I believe there was a kneeling ghost in the large room. So
Yes, that would probably be a good idea to deal with that.
All right.
When we get to the opening of the big room, then I like to do a perception check.
Sure thing. Make me a perception check.
19,
Where'd my
not bad.
character sheet go?
Nice.
That figure
30.
hasn't moved an inch since you last saw them.
Nat 20. Nice.
Like complete and perfect stillness.
And with a lovely 19, can I tell anything about their ghostly vestments? Are they wearing any distinctive clothes or
They appear
anything?
to be in some basically cloth wraps and robes.
Now, question: is it a robe or does it have pants?
It's a robe, but it's also like a tied up pant. It's like a pant robe. It's like a snuggie type of thing, I guess.
Okay, I was trying to determine whether this is perhaps a wizard or a cleric versus a monk. Because monk usually have pants.
They have pants with the robe, but it's sort of like a mixture of both.
Okay, then.
And yeah, they're just meditating.
Okay, well, it seems like he's
Yeah,
busy not doing anything, so we should just walk.
It
Yeah,
can't
let's-
hurt to say hello.
I concerned. I would hate to disturb someone's meditation. Not to mention the fact that it looks like they're a spirit, so it's possibly this is maybe their unfinished business. I'm not sure. I'll admit, despite being a cleric, I am not super familiar with the rules for ghosts.
Imagine being a ghost and your unfinished business is to act like you're asleep.
The
That's
Now,
ghost
hold on.
of
What
Christmas
kind of-
snaps.
What
There's a-
kind of terrible existence is that?
There's a big difference between meditating and sleeping, I'll have you know. I
Can
take
we
that
be
comment a little
sure?
personally.
Can we be sure that he is meditating and not sleeping?
Or
I
pretending
mean-
to be asleep?
As you're
Which is
all
what
like
it looks
talking
like.
at length about this, you just hear I can strongly assure you that I'm very aware.
So he was pretending to be asleep.
No, I would say he was perhaps meditating.
Yes.
They're very
they,
different.
They basically uncross their legs and like start standing up, and they just kind of turn. And yeah, you see a figure, a figure who would be a Githzerai, except you notice that not in addition to like their spectral arms that are attached to them, there is two sets of spectral arms behind them as well. They're just kind of floating there.
Well,
So what are you? I don't mean to sound rude. Who are you and what are you doing in this temple?
Oh, I was one of the caretakers of this place.
Oh, well, if that is the case, then you should know that there is a lot of salt in the beds.
Yes, that was a byproduct of what caused me to become a ghost.
your unfinished
If
business
you
is
would
to not
all-
just keep doing your job, is it?
If you would all follow me for a moment.
Sure, what is the worst that
it
could
is-
happen from following a ghost?
It is a caterpillar person. You are kind of correct at that. My
That's
unfinished
rough,
business
buddy.
Not
is-
caterpillar person.
is partially-
What's a caterpillar?
is partially finishing my job, and my final job in act is to pass on the knowledge and, of course, and assuming it's been many years and you all look to be the adventuring type, that you would all be here as well, the assets of my former order as well.
Just to be clear,
Yes.
this isn't a thing where you pass that on and then we become ghosts and wait to pass it on to the next people that
Oh no! Do
Roman
not
here.
worry. This is not a Holy Grail situation.
I do not know what that means.
Yes. But in all seriousness, my unfinished business is finishing a bit of business that I had with the order. There is a particular foe of ours that we have unfinished business with. They are the people. They are the one responsible. They point like sort of around to all the salt. There used to be a number of monks and devil hunters who lived here. This acted as a base of operations However, this creature, a devil that we had imprisoned, some of their power or influence has leaked out, or something. They gained allies, and those allies cast a terrible spell on this place, turning many of our people's physical forms into salt statues that crumbled away, leaving nothing but their spirits, and I suppose I was the last one to keep my mind.
Well, we can relate. We have unfinished business ourselves, not with a devil, with interesting trick though. Do you think that would work on a dragon? Just turn into a big salt dragon.
I mean, the
I
ritual,
do not know.
it could work on a dragon, I suppose. Anyway.
That would make a lot of salt. Rash would never have to buy salt again.
Concerned, that implies that we would then use the salt made from a dragon that we killed in food, which is existentially and literally horrifying.
Rash literally took some of the salt that was in one of the beds around the floor. Like, she definitely took some of the salt.
Also, maybe some of the best revenge.
Cannibalism?
They say that that is
cannibalism. I'm not a
dish
dragon.
best
You're not a
served
dragon.
cold. So maybe salt ice cream.
Yeah, I extend the term cannibalism to any time a sentient being devours another sentient being.
That is an interesting definition. Not an accurate one, but that is an interesting definition.
Yes, by that
Evie's on the
logic,
eating the dragon.
Eating a steak would be cannibalism.
Oh, I do not eat the meat anyway, but salt is not a meat, so it is okay.
All right, I've got Luna and Evie on the Team Eat Dragon train. I know. You know, Rash doesn't need to say it. I know in spirit, she's for it.
You're right.
So about this foe.
How to rotisserie your dragon. Yes, follow me. And they begin leading you into this back room here.
Does it look like we're being led into a trap?
No. I mean, you can make a perception check if you want, but you don't see anything. Like, there's been no traps on this floor, and you don't see anything that screams this is a trap immediately without inspection.
Okay.
Luna, as you approach the door here, you see these, like, beautiful, like, each of these walls has, like, a from floor to ceiling stone carved, like, picture in it.
What are the pictures of?
Well, this is the unfinished business that I have. This goes over our order's history and our purpose nowadays. Beginning from the left.
You ready to take notes?
Beginning from the left, we have the order's inception. After a god who was gathering power fell to a group of adventurers, including our founder, everyone ended up going their separate ways. We began continuing to work with our founder and the descendants of the original founding five, and it sees this like very heroic picture of like 5 people that appear to be like wielding pitchforks at one point, and then there's a picture of a Tefling person there, and then they're
Your
like
legacy,
in like
Matt.
shining armor, gleaming weapons, and just like absolute badassery.
I don't know who this founder is, but they sound attractive.
And then it goes on to like the next one where you see a number of humanoids fighting devils and basically destroying devils, defeating them, imprisoning them in stone. And then it comes to the next one where you see a rip in reality, or maybe a rip in the planes, and you see a massive devil coming out, like a devil the size of a planet. And then you see this same devil order fighting that giant planet-sized devil and failing, and then you see the founder facing off with this creature and managing to push it back, where it gets pushed into what appears to be a central circle, and then you can tell by like the lines on the outside of the circle that's a sun, and then that's basically the end of it. And he just says, There was once a devil that was too powerful for us to defeat, and we sealed them away inside of the sun.
It must have been very
Lisa?
hot in there.
A sun.
A sun.
Yes.
Which
a sun.
sun?
It's been so long at this point.
How do
I
you-
do not know.
You didn't
I
write
did not,
down
I did
anywhere?
not personally seal them into the sun, and I did not keep track of these records. It was not my job to keep track of these records. I was simply a hunter. I'm giving you the best I can. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fair. You are
That's-
speaking to
Right.
us from beyond the grave, so it's already rather impressive.
Not necessarily you specifically, but it is
It is.
baffling and appalling to me that no one
It is
wrote
written,
it down.
It is written down somewhere. I just do not know where.
The holes in this organization.
Okay.
Our founder wasn't the brightest, from my understanding.
That seems rude.
Matt, you gonna let that slide, buddy?
Yes.
That was a big devil. Like if only that founder had like the powers of a god or something, that might have been a little bit.
Yeah, or, you know, godly
turned
friends
out-
who, you know, cared
Well,
about anyone other than themselves and got off their asses.
To be fair, I think one of them couldn't physically get off their ass.
What does Zolom have an ass?
As
Not
much as a
really.
snake does.
Time to Google, do snakes have buttholes?
I mean, everything poops.
Everything poops.
Just saying he physically
Actually,
couldn't get
except
off.
for those bugs that live in your face and literally will just die when they get too full of poop. Yeah.
Something for everybody to think about. The rest
Not
of the
in
night.
my face.
A new phobia.
I mean,
My
Hashtag
face is-
not my face.
no, like probably not if you actually, you know, wash your face. Yeah.
I do. I promise.
I believe you.
Thank you.
In my notes, somewhere out there is a sun with a devil trapped inside of it. Beware.
a devil the size of a planet.
Now, does it have a butt?
Yes.
A sphere.
Continuing on. This devil's influence has, of course, continued to creep its way through the world and the universe, I suppose, by now. So, you know, if you ever come across a sun with a devil in it, deal with it. Thank you.
I mean, that sounds like a level 20 encounter, but sure.
Very small and very squishy, and I don't think that would go well for me, but
I'm just a little guy here.
I'm just a little boy and it's my birthday.
Speaking of the cleric, I would just like to say anything is possible as long as you believe.
Evie, make me a history or arcana check.
Okay. Those are two of my favorite things. A 17.
You've heard stories like this is a folktale that you were hearing again. Like this is a folktale that people think is a myth, and this person is saying, "Hey, this is not a myth. There is a devil sealed in a sun somewhere, and if it claws its way out, it will start to eat suns."
Oh.
You get trapped in one sun, and then you're just angry at the suns. He just needs to learn to regulate his feelings a little bit better.
But if like that myth is true, there are like a few things that could point to where in the universe that sun would be, or how you could figure that information out with additional research. E.g., this is a plot thread that if you want to pull on it, you all can.
I hope that the encounters are scaled.
Alright, so every time we pass the sun, we fire something into it and see if it reacts.
Okay, so now
Oh,
we are looking for
I could-
suns and moons.
I could make
Understood.
some sort of silver shell. Not a very large one, just enough that if it gets close enough, it'll like maybe have some sort of reaction.
There's devilry afoot.
Do
but-
have all of these silver plates.
With that,
That's
the
true.
ghost does begin to sort of dissipate. He says,
Oh.
"The elevator behind me will take you to our treasure vault.
Ooh, treasure.
Is the treasure vault trapped?
The code for the elevator is 7652.
Got it.
And of course, you know, finders keepers, and at least someone will be using the items we had here. And then salt.
Once he's gone, Vince is like, 4-digit code, not very secure, holes everywhere.
To be fair, we're not entirely sure how long this place has been abandoned.
No, the myth that Evie knows about is like at least a few thousand years old.
But he was not around for that time.
He was around before that time.
No, there's just a window.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we should get in the elevator and worry about that another day.
I agree with you all on that one. Evie, you okay? You look frozen.
Are you okay?
Agreed.
It's cold in space.
My internet connection is unstable. Can anyone hear me?
Yep.
I hear you.
We hear you.
You were just a little
So
frozen.
is
There
Miss,
we
just
go.
like me.
2013.
It's just a little chilly out here.
It's just a little chilly, and it's Chili's birthday. I feel God in this chili tonight.
Copy.
I could go for some nice spicy chili.
Boop.
Honestly, I should make my famous chili again. I miss it. It's time.
You go down in the elevator for about 5 minutes. And then the door just opens up and you see like this perfectly stone room. And that's it. You see a stone room. You see some chests over here. Luna, you see what appears to be a blade and another blade that are like floating vertically in a pedestal. One of the blades is this like dark obsidian metal that just has this like pure black to it. And then the other one is what appears to be a longsword of some sorts with this like beautiful raven hilt.
Oh, my friend Captain, is this the sword that you were talking about?
Yep, the one on the right there is Packbreaker. It's the pure black obsidian one is the one he's pointing at.
This one here?
Yeah, no idea what the one on the left there is.
Well.
But I suppose
so
that's yours now. If you'll all excuse me for just a moment, I'm going to take care of some business. And he walks like right up to Packbreaker and just takes it. And then he takes like the flat edge of the sword and just runs it along his hand. And then you all see these like fiery brimstony chains that are wrapped around his arms and legs just like appear out of thin air. And then you see them begin to form cracks, and then you see them turn to dust. All right, that did its job.
Effective.
Yes, quite effective on this one. But that's all for me here. So I'll leave you to loot the room, friends. And he just goes and stands over here on this elevator.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a detect magic just so we can hone in on where we should be looking.
Good idea.
All right, so magical sword. Other sword is magical. Yeah. Not magical, but just like a cool double blade. Well, actually, let me double check. Is this a magical item? It is a magical item. This double bladed thing is magical. This crystal is magical. As is this orb.
I only have so many. That would be potentially all my level 2, all my level 1 spells for today.
Well, you can do identify as a ritual.
Can I?
Also have some identifiers that we can use.
I know Adenia could identify as a ritual because she could do that as a class feature for divination spells specifically. I don't know that everybody can identify as a ritual.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, it's a ritual spell, so yeah, you would be able to. Bards can do it.
Do you need like
I
a
think it's only
special
a matter of
thing?
whether or not you have the 10 minutes to cast it as a...
Yeah.
Well, we do.
I think not every class can ritually cast, but clerics can.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good. You can ritual cast.
Okay, well, I will take. If we need to hurry, I'll use an actual spell slot. But I'm just gonna sit down. I'm going to just steeple my fingers in front of the sword, and I'm just going to concentrate and cast. Spend 10 minutes to cast Identify on it before anyone touches it.
As
You mean I
cast,
can't touch it for 10 minutes?
As you cast Identify
I'm already meditating.
on the sword, like as you're meditating there.
Yep.
Your eye. Do you close your eyes when you're meditating?
Yes.
Luna. You hear in your head.
Oh, jeez.
Luna, it's good to see you again.
Oh, hello, friend. Who are you?
Acceptable wielder confirmed. Now reattuning. And the sword
What?
just starts floating towards Luna.
Oh, I'm not supposed to touch you. Darius said not to touch you.
And it just
excuse-
kind of... It keeps, like, floating towards Luna. And it's like, wielder, please take me in your hand.
Oh, Darius said please. I am going to...
Are you saying any of this out loud, or?
Yes.
I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, what?
You see the sword floating towards Luna and Luna just grabbing it.
I assume this has been like 1 minute of my casting.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, okay, Luna, would you mind just still standing there? I have not a very long range.
Yes, I am holding the sword, and I will stand here.
As
Okay.
the sword goes into Luna's hand and Luna's holding it, Darius, I need you to make me a concentration check as a whole bunch of raven feathers just burst out of the ground beneath Luna.
Alrighty then. Concentration
Din's
is
aiming
just...
his crossbow at the sword.
That's a Constitution save, right? Or... Oh, nat 1.
You break your concentration and the ritual is interrupted. But reconfiguring to acceptable parameters. And like after the spray of raven feathers have gone back and like people could see again, the sword shape has changed. It now is a whip sword with a raveny hilt.
All right, I'm gonna actually blow just a level 1 spell slot to cast and identify on this.
It is a +1 sword, whip sword.
Okay. Anything else?
And that is all the information the identify spell
Oh,
gives you.
sorry.
This
Not
object.
trying to do that. Trying to make edits.
I'm just gonna say, well, for the moment, it seems all right. Be careful with it, Luna. And can you promise me something, Luna?
Yes.
If the sword starts telling you to do things, anything at all,
Especially
please.
kill me.
Especially kill anyone in the group, be sure to tell either myself or Evie
Luna,
or Rash.
Okay.
please assure your friends that
I feel left
we
out.
are old allies and
You
will
should.
That
be
is fine.
able
Yep, that is fine.
to get on, and I will not use you to harm any of your friends. It would be against
Those-
my oath, very similar
Those-
to yours.
The sword says that it is my old friend and that we know each other and that it will not use me to harm any of my friends and that it, like me, has taken an oath. And yes.
Does the sword also tell you to get into the unmarked white spaceship because it has candy?
Do you have candy?
I currently do not have any candy in my
It
hilt.
possesses no candy.
However, there is
Well,
a
what's the
dispenser.
point?
There is a dispenser for it as per your specifications at the time. And then you look
I'm
at
just
it,
gonna
and
move
there's,
on.
There's like a little Pez container
Oh,
on the hilt.
Pez dispenser in the
Yeah.
fucking...
I'm going to sigh very deeply, sit down, and start my ritual again for the orb.
Something I want to touch on with the identify spell that I just realized looking over it again. It does cost money to do. That's not something that has ever been honored for the identify spell specifically in any campaign I've ever played in.
No,
so
me
I've
neither.
technically forgotten about it.
You just have to have the
Yeah.
pearl. It doesn't
And
actually like burn it.
There's piles of gemstones down here, and we'll say there's a pearl in there for you to use. Done.
Yeah,
Okay.
the spell would specifically say which it consumes if you like lost it. You just have to have the pearl.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Okay.
Darius, you're able to ponder the orb. It's an orb of water.
An orb of water.
Yep, it just is an endless decanter of water as an orb.
I mean, that could potentially be very useful for smeltering and the like.
Also
Wait.
very useful for survival. That is one of the basic building blocks of keeping humanoid organisms alive. So
Yes, but without forging, what's the point of living? Anyway, I put it in the bag.
Okay.
We all have our hobbies.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Are you identifying the gem?
Yes, I can identify the gem.
All right.
Note taken.
I will then
to get
go
Darius on my side, equate his hobby of smithing to revenge.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. I will do one more ritual on the twin blade over there.
We'll do the crystal first with McKenna.
Sure.
McKenna, that is a magical crystal. It is an identify spell. It doesn't come up with what the magic is. It is just it is a crystal with
the properties and how to use them.
It's a crystal with conjuration on it. And
You learn whether any spells are affecting the item, what they are, if it was created with a spell, what created it.
Yeah, it's very hard to hide anything
it's
from the
very hard to
identify
hide
spell.
anything from the identify spell.
Yeah,
But
that's kind of the point of the spell.
Detect magic is more the like this is magical. And this is the
TLDR
school.
then is a magical crystal. It has conjuration properties on it. If you are to use the crystal once a day, it allows you to summon a sprite.
Oh.
It's a fey summoning thing, and you can talk to that sprite.
Interesting.
Sounds like something we could get in trouble with. Was there anything in these chests?
The chests just are... This chest here just has some like gold in it. The other chest, though, has a this like beautiful looking like leather adventuring bag. It is a bag of holding.
Nice. You gotta love a bag of holding.
We do.
Darius, that sword there is a double-bladed sword. It is a +1 weapon, and once a day, as an action, you can activate the sword, and for the next 5 minutes, the top blade does fire damage, and the bottom blade does cold damage.
Oh, so sweet chili heat. Sweet.
The stuff beside it is just gold bars.
Nice.
And then there's a number of crystals equating to exactly 1,500 gold credits, essentially.
Nice.
I should clarify, Will. Is the fire and cold damage in addition to the actual sword damage, or is it just the sword damage?
It's another D6 of fire and another D6 of cold.
That's pretty good.
So
really
after
good.
what we set aside for the bounty clearing, that leaves us with 100 credits each.
Yep.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh.
So we have
Is this the first
I
time in your
have-
memory that you have had money?
Yes, I have money and a old friend.
So you have had money before. There was a time we lived quite opulently.
The sword says that I
How
used to
much-
have money, but I do not remember this. Wait, sword?
How much does the sword know about your past?
This is a good question. Sword? Wait, I should call you by your name. What is your name, Sword?
Query. Name was never given. Creator did not like giving names to things.
Okay, Sword. What do you know about me? Because I do not know much about me at all.
Oh, until your passing, you and I adventured for some time.
Passing. Who did I pass? Was I faster than them?
No, you were slain on a planet with several suns, killed by creatures that were unseen to us at the time.
Well, I think you must be mistaking me for somebody else because I am here and I am very much alive. Thank you, Sword.
You were slain in front of me. If you'd like, I should have enough residual power to share this memory with you.
Concerned, perhaps we should do this on the ship.
What?
I don't. None of us can hear the sword.
Oh, that's
No,
fair.
only Luna can hear. Only Luna can hear the sword.
Yes, I would like a memory because I do not have many of those.
All right. Attaching. Spending residual power stores. Activating. And then Luna, you see yourself on a desert planet with 3 suns basically in the sky. And as you are walking in this desert planet with this blade, you have behind you what appears to be a older gentleman, but not like very old, like a young adult, that you are like grabbing by the hand and walking with. And then you see some invisible things, and the gentleman basically, you hear them mutter some words and they disappear, and then you're fighting invisible creatures you cannot see, but only for a moment, because Luna, you have new memories now. And then you see these massive, bulky humanoid figures covered in runes. That just absolutely like beat and one picks you up, and then it just like squeezes, and then you're back to the moment where you're in right now.
Do the rune creatures remind me of the things that we saw on the Elvish
Yes.
planet?
Yep, they match
Yeah.
those. They match those completely. Yes. Query, do you not recall our time together?
No. I remember about maybe a month or two. I was on a ship, and then the pirate dragon took over the ship, and then I had a bounty on my head, and these are my new friends, and that is all I really know.
Perhaps this is a side effect. Interesting.
Of the me dying part?
Yes.
Of what?
And of our travel.
Wait, is the sword threatening you?
Oh, no. The sword is an old friend of mine. We used to travel together before I met all of you, apparently. And it shared a memory that is coming back to me now of I guess I died. To you remember the runes and those creatures in on shoot, what's the name of the elfish planet? My brain didn't work. But on with the elves on sorry, one more time.
The Gallant Academy.
Gallant Academy. They were like those, and they picked me up, and they were like, and then there was nothing, but the sword seems to know me and remember me.
Also, Vim, make me a perception check.
All right. I'm at 18.
Yeah, as you're like dealing with the gold bars, you find a hidden compartment on that one that's like triggered by weight. Like as you lift off the last gold bar, it opens up, and inside is a hand crossbow.
Hey.
Then picks it up greedily. As if Darius was gonna take it from him.
As if anyone was gonna take the hand crossbow from you.
Yeah, no.
There's like a number of like runic writings on it as well. I don't know if you can identify what those are. What languages do you speak?
I have a handful. They don't look like the ones of the creepy people, do they?
No,
Okay.
do not.
I have Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Draconic, and Undercommon.
Oh, they are draconic.
Ah.
Hey.
What do they seem to...
Power is what the runes are writing over and over again.
Unlimited power.
Chad, for your knowledge, this is a slumbering dragon's wrath weapon.
Love it.
I should just clarify one thing, Will. What is the twin blades? What is the base stats? Like, what is it being based on?
2 long swords.
Okay, so a long
blade.
sword.
Each blade is a long sword. It's a 2-handed weapon. As a bonus action, it's like you're dual wielding, but with a double blade.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I died.
I'm sorry.
But then how am I here?
That is a fascinating mystery. Maybe you didn't die all the way?
It just mostly did.
You just mostly did.
That would be a good question to ask our mutual creator.
Mutual creator? Who wait, I was created?
We were both created by the same person.
Who created us?
Unknown. Data locked. Insufficient energy.
How do I charge you?
The blood of the innocent.
I have just the thing.
Charging can be done in any station dedicated to our creator.
I don't know who the creator is.
A little bit of catch-22 there, buddy.
Oh, Is this station dedicated to our creator?
No, this station was a hand-me-down station dedicated to a person who wielded a former form of myself. Then you think for a second and you realize, oh yeah, those stone tablets. This is the sword on the stone tablets that the founder of this sect was wielding.
This is the sword from the pictures.
Yes, our creator sent me back in time to gather power before the inevitable conflict that would happen.
That is too much information. I do not understand. But I am glad that we are a reunited sword friend. It is good to have more friends. I will try to find a way to recharge you, and then you can tell me who made us. Is it Dr. Telatio?
Creator's name is currently unknown. Insufficient energy to unlock activated information data.
Okay, yeah, no, I get you still don't know. Okay, then we will find out. But hey, it looks like I was also a creation with the sword. We were made together, I guess.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you, I guess, died, and if what Evie was reading about, I was never born, so we're just all kinds of having fun
None of
here.
us were born. Good job, us.
Darius might have been born.
Oh, Darius might
probably.
have been born.
And probably Rash
I don't
as
know.
well. Although it is
if you look at our group,
uncommon
the
and
odds are
strange
against it.
to picture Rash as a child.
Query?
Maybe she too was born into existence just as she was, because I cannot picture Rash as a child.
Current date.
Current date. Oh, what is the date? Evie, do you know?
Yeah, Evie would know the date.
Yes. I have my...
Insert date here.
Yeah. Perhaps charging will be more difficult. Creator has not yet made me.
Creator
Oh,
has not
fuck.
made you. When does the creator make you?
Creator makes me, and it gives you a date about 4 years from now.
4 years from now. So we wait 4 years and then we find you and I have 2 of you.
Wouldn't that mean you'd have another one of you?
That may be very dangerous.
There would be 2 of me and there would be 2 of you and then there, I don't know what that would mean.
It could mean a lot of things. The theories surrounding time travel and paradoxes are numerous and conflicting and untested.
If
Also,
the
I'm pretty sure
creator
that's
made you
not
4 years
possible.
from now, wait, was I sent back in time too?
Correct.
Have I been made yet? Oh, I am a time traveler.
I mean, technically, we're all time travelers, just moving forward 1 second at a time.
No, I came from the future.
Lunas were placed at particular points in history in case of death, where they were deemed useful.
Luna's. She relays this to the group.
Lunas, plural?
That is,
Luna's.
I believe, the most accurate explanation of what the project name would have been. Project Luna.
Project Luna.
Well, that seems a tad uninspired.
That makes me sound very official.
I think I can tell her right off the bat that Teletio had nothing like that in any of his. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the Teletio of the past, but this is the Teletio of 4 years from now.
Yes, but this kind of technological advance would take much longer than 4 years. I mean, theoretically, he's an amazing creative and scientific mind, but that is still leaps and bounds away from.
Well,
that's up for
that
debate.
is all for the better, because then we are not related.
Yes, that is for the better.
This conversation took turns.
How would that even be a problem genetically? It wouldn't
No.
be.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Luna's just silly.
Can't imagine how it possibly could be.
Yeah. Anyway,
Matt's face.
if they're both lab
Luna's-
creations,
The shape of plasmoids.
the shape of plasmoids. Oh god, that's going to. Oh god,
I'd watch that.
That's the
Is
episode
that
name.
it was the title?
That's the episode name. The shape of plasma.
I think Evie would unpack more of that, but is maybe a little bit stuck on the concept of Luna's plural.
Oh.
But that's just it is very interesting conceptually how someone would be able to place you in.
If we had 2 Lunas and a Resh, then no one would ever get to me.
Yes, I mean it would depend on the size of the group that we were fighting, but does the sword know anything more about how Lunas are activated?
Sword?
Upon death, Lunas are activated. Consciousness is
When the
transferred
Luna dies,
to a
the
waking Luna.
consciousness is transferred into a new Luna.
Oh.
So I guess there can only be one Luna at a time. But the other good news is that if I ever die, there's probably another of me waiting at a different time.
And in a different place and with none of your memories. So it is functionally the same
Oh,
as
wait.
death,
If the
if not.
conscience is transferred from Luna to Luna, then why don't I remember the other Luna's
Well,
stuff?
the sword helped you
Unknown.
get some of that. Maybe other things could
Oh,
help you
the
get
sword
other
did store a
memories.
memory, but only had room for the one
Maybe if it's
before it's out of power.
charged, or maybe there are other things that would bring back other memories.
Sword, what is your power source?
Power source is charging station located in Luna facilities.
Okay, but like, what kind of power?
Unknown.
Unknown power.
I take a look and maybe see how one would
Sword,
charge it.
do you mind if my very pretty friend Evie holds you for a minute?
That is acceptable.
Okay, Evie.
All right, I'm going to very gently, very carefully take a look at it. You know, look for a charging port, which feels a little invasive on a sentient creature, but
It's on the very base, like the hilt. Like it looks like you would like insert the blade into the thing, and like the like guard would charge, like a sword to the stone situation.
Like little contacts.
Yeah. If you'd like,
any
you can make a Arcana.
indication as to, yeah, I can do Arcana. 25.
Evie, that's enough. Evie, you are taking a look at this, and like you're looking at it, and like as you like maybe like do like a few like detect magics or something like that, there is a definite divine spark. It appears to be like a divine power source.
Huh. Its source of power is not electric or nuclear in nature. It's divine magic. I wonder if Darius were to cast something like Bless on the sword, if that might charge it.
Divine magic from Spark of Creation would be incompatible, Luna.
Well, what if I channel divinity?
Specifically, divine magic from the following sources is incompatible with me due to interpersonal relationship issues. Calderites, Adeniites, Spark of Creations.
Oh, but Zolam's chill? Okay, I see how it is.
Zolamites. I was trying to think of a good religion name for Zolams. Yeah.
Zolastrium.
Zolostriums.
But not whatever Luna follows.
Luna and I are shared under the same oath.
Then if I channeled my divinity, would it help you?
We can certainly try.
Okay. And she'll focus
Again,
really
I feel
hard.
like maybe we should do this on the ship.
Sword glows, nothing happens. You used up one of your channel divinities.
Oh, okay. I guess that was not helpful. Sorry, you said that you want to go back to the ship?
I feel like if we need to do anything
Probably should.
Have a good sleep, Sarah.
anything that requires, some time and concentration, it might be better instead of this very old temple, which who knows could spring a leak at any time or something.
Oh, okay. Then, come with me, sword.
You are my wielder. I am a sword, of course.
So just to confirm, just to take inventory, we acquired from this room the double-bladed long sword with alternating hot and cold functions.
Totally
Luna's exposition sword. A magic crystal of some kind. I can't recall something what it does.
There's the endless water and a summon sprite.
Yeah, summon sprite.
Cool. An orb of endless water.
Yeah.
which if we ever lock someone in a room underneath us, I'm not saying it's Darius, we could use it to drown them.
Good idea,
That
Darius.
sounds like Vim stuff.
And a bunch of money that the end result being some of it went to the fund, and we each got 100 credits.
And the crossbow that Vim found.
And the crossbow. All right. Just making sure we didn't miss anything.
Which is
the way back out.
Which is also a +1 crossbow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. On the way back out, Vim is riding on Darius's back, and he's got his crossbow, but he's also playing with the double longsword.
I mean, please be careful with that.
Wait. With Vim's bug nubs.
Oh boy. Could we go one episode without saying the phrase bug nubs?
No.
No.
I don't like the word nubs. It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, he is proficient with martial weapons.
Nubs.
Then there you go. You can use it.
There was a weird pause there, Mick, and I'm not sure if your computer went weird.
Alrighty.
Nubs.
Friends.
Okay, it's not as bad.
That's what you missed.
I didn't miss it.
So friends, the other elevator appears to be that elevator that you found at the start that wasn't inoperable.
Is it now operable?
As Austin pushes some buttons, you see the metal above it open up, and then this elevator starts moving up. Yeah, looks like they gave us an easy way out to the front door from the treasure vault. Very kind of them.
One of those things you get to the end of the dungeon. Would you like to return to the start of the dungeon?
Yeah.
And yeah, you all come back up to the top. Where as you all exit the room, you can place yourself outside the elevator there for me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Rash will be there. Oscar will be there. A creature is just standing in the doorway, kind of waiting patiently.
Oh.
It looks like this.
Gross.
And as you all exit, Osklin, you have destroyed the pact your father worked so hard for. But do not worry, for I and the Solar One are merciful. And I'm more than happy to reactivate our pact together. No thank you.
Wait, is that a devil?
Yes, it is a devil.
Is it not standing on a silver plate right now?
It is, but it's a tarnished silver plate, so it's fine.
Tarnished.
Tarnished.
Tarnished warrior.
No thank yous. No thank you. I do not wish to reactivate our pack. Then I suppose you and your friends wish to die. And we're going to roll initiative.
I mean, no.
No.
That seems like a big assumption.
Die.
No.
I will kill you. I will kill you all to death.
No.
Oh, please, not again. Too soon.
Too soon.
Apologies, Will. I cannot click on the Darius on the map.
Are you kidding me? I didn't change the token off of it. Oh, that's so annoying.
Now I can. Thank you.
Advantage toggle.
Oh, I rolled high for once.
Nice.
God, I have no plus to initiative.
Bloop.
Then again, I am a large cat person.
Yes, and I need to roll for Rash too. Thank goodness I know how to work Rash.
If you don't, I apparently have her under my list of characters and can move and control her token.
I put her under everyone's so that Chad could edit her sheet.
Yeah, instead of just going into mine, you just put it to everybody.
You know what? That makes sense, actually.
Rash is going to go first. Rash is going to say something about not hurting this precious captain, and is going to rage. 20, 25, and 30, and get up to there. Barbed Devil, seeing as how they have a thing, is going to walk up towards Rash and is going to make their multi-attack.
Don't like that.
So it's going to take a stab at Rash with their tail. And a 16 will hit Rash for 11 piercing damage.
Halved.
How?
Nice.
You raged.
Raged.
Yes, so 11 minus
5. It'll go to 5.
Yeah. So that'll go down to that.
Sorry, I'm going to be
that's
protective
fine.
of Rash, who is not
be
here.
protective of Maya, who is not here. And then, if you make a ranged attack while base to base, it's at disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so then in that case, they'll just make 2 claw attacks on Rash. So claw the first. Hits. Misses. Rash takes another 4, half to 2.
Yep.
And Darius, it's now your turn.
Darius is going to run out of the elevator. He was adjusting the straps on some of the saddlebags.
I may have wrestled them a little bit.
Yes. Things are in a specific order and place.
But
so
look,
they can work.
I figured out how to spin this thing.
Please not on my back. I know I'm armored, but I still don't like the idea of a sword going on my back. Is that a devil? And me, Matt, having seen it do a multi-attack and realizing that this might be an effective use of this, I'm going to try and cast Bane. And I'm going to try and do it at... I'm not sure if upping it makes a difference.
I think it just adds targets.
Okay.
When you upcast.
Bane.
What is that save? It is a charisma.
That is going to be charisma at 14.
20.
Devils are good at charisma.
Rats. Well, that's my turn.
You will not bane me, kitty man. Vim, you're up.
What?
This is insulting.
I don't know.
Continues to ask, what is a kitty?
All right. Go up here, and we're going to fire the crossbow.
Hits.
Okay, that's amazing that I got a crit on the first one.
Yeah. This weapon likes you, Vim.
So I guess this is where we would discover what element it is.
That's a very good question. I thought it did psychic. Did I read the item wrong? Oh no.
It's one of the dragon types.
Ah.
Is how the Dragon's Wrath weapons work.
Mm-hmm.
Vim, for a completely unrelated reason then. What type, do you remember Swin's breath weapon type?
He was different. He didn't have a breath weapon. He was an Amethyst Dragonborn. He basically had a calm emotions effect.
Yeah, it wasn't the calm
He didn't have a
emotions
breath weapon.
And we never fought Priz, so I have to quickly look at something.
Oh.
Give me a second then. I thought it just did additional damage. That's my bad for misreading the item.
Later, it will. As slumbering, technically, it's not actually going to.
Oh,
I guess it would hit and things of my choice within 5 feet of it.
Yes. This would be psychic damage. I was right.
Okay, so we're just going to go psychic. That works for me.
It would be psychic damage.
So, where is it? What are my proficiency? 5. Okay, so it'll take the damage that I'm about to roll plus 5 because I don't have the crit effect on here yet.
Oh, that was a good crit for the first one.
So,
God, why did I... Ooh.
7, 16, 22, 27 damage total.
It takes it all.
And that is my turn.
Perhaps you will be a problem, little nubbly one. Luna, you're up.
Luna will run to here and take cover, partial cover behind whatever the heck this is.
All right. Evie.
So far, most of the devils have been immune to poison.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. I guess I will move up to here. I'll take a little bit of cover behind this. And I will do a little crossbow action.
Cheeky little crossbow action.
Cheeky little. Oh, okay.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
You continue to do more with this than
10
poison
damage.
spray.
Which is so fucking stupid. Can we just talk about how fucking stupid that is?
Ash is going to make a raging attack. Hey, Chad,
Yes,
do you want to, because you understand how Rash's sheet work better than me, do you want to control Rash right now?
I can do that.
Okay. I will let you do
I've
that.
got it up now. Wait, how much HP did she take before?
It's on her token. She's at 33.
Oh, okay. I on the sheet. Okay,
I keep track on the token. That's just me.
that's fine. So, up here.
As the Barb Devil is just. It's time for you to die,
Okay.
Osklin.
Ash is going to come over here.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll go reckless on this turn anyway.
Misses. It bats it with its tail.
Wow. What hot garbage that
Alrighty.
was.
Now it is the Devil's turn. Don't worry, Rash will get an AO as the Devil. Actually, the Devil can attack and then move and then continue their attack.
Yeah,
So
you
they're
can do
going
that.
to take a attack on Rash with their tail.
Okay.
25 will definitely hit
20.
Rash.
Yeah, for sure.
9 piercing.
All right, and before, okay.
And then Rash will get an AO as they move to here.
Oh, I need to read something. Okay, so this won't be. Wow.
That'll miss.
Hmm.
And then they're going to fire two. They're going to summon these like two small suns, and they're just going to point them at Vim.
Gross.
And these like two small suns are going to be firing at Vim. 18.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
16 fire.
Oh.
Still up.
Oofa doofa.
Ouch.
It's super effective against bug types.
12.
Oh, that missed. Thank God.
So you just see Vim get like this like little sun hits Vim, engulfs Vim for a second, and then disappears. Another one flies beside Vim. It just misses and expands, and it disappears. Darius.
All right. Well, I can. I think it might be time to hit Vim with a healing thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2. So that'll be 9. Oh, well, I have to move up, or I'll move up. This is not like Pathfinder. I can do.
Yeah, you have
Yep.
30 feet of movement. Or
Actually, I
however
have 40.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit 9 healing to Vim. And then I am going to run up and get in this guy's face and try and maybe absorb some of these hits.
All right. Vim, it's your turn. You just got the heat of a sun hurled at you. And it did 3d6 fire damage.
That was rough. But gonna fire back at it.
Gets another nat 20.
Uh,
Close. 22 will hit.
Okay. So 10 damage.
Nice. It takes it all.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't take all of it. Some of that's physical. It takes all this. It takes all the psychic, but half the physical.
Gotcha. And so I'm just gonna like come around here to get some cover.
Fair enough.
Oh.
I can come here to get some cover.
Luna.
Sure. So I can make a difference right about here.
Okay.
And we're going to try out
Excuse me.
sword. No, we're going to use our hero point.
15 hits.
Great.
Yes.
Sword
Luna.
friend.
Good use.
And we're smiting. Because why not? So that's an extra 2d8.
Okay, that'll be 10 and then 4, so 14.
But you might.
Oh wait,
I
no,
have
that's
to
a
check.
magical weapon. That is full. 18.
Wouldn't mine be magical weapon too?
I gave it. It's a +1, right? Yeah, so it would
Yeah.
have been. So never mind. I will add the extra damage. Sorry, my brain's not at the greatest place. My bad.
The devil's a fiend, right?
Yes.
So you'd have another D8 of smite damage on that.
Ooh.
You get an extra D8 on undeads and fiends.
Luna, add your D8.
Is that me adding a d8?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
It's an
smite.
8.
Yeah, smite gets an extra D8 on fiends and undead.
Nice.
Oh, I should read my. Oh, you are correct.
Anything else, Luna?
No, that was a good turn for me.
I'm gonna move over here, and then Vim, do you still need a little extra healing? How bad are you?
He's actually okay now. He can take at least. I mean, he's always going to be able to be knocked out by 2 of those hits, but he can take 1 for sure.
All right. Oh, okay. Then you know what? I'll save it for when it's a little bit more dire. And I'll just do a little more crossbow.
Hits.
I do 6 damage.
You are a crack shot, Evie. And now it's time for a rash shot. Go ahead, Rash.
All right. There's 30 speed.
And now Chad kind of gets to play a barbarian for the first time.
We're gonna get over here just to try and set that up.
Boo.
And you know what? I'm rolling terribly anyway. I'm not gonna let him get advantage. Just do a regular. Yeah, rolling terribly with her.
Out of curiosity, roll once more just to see what you would have had with advantage. Yeah.
It's only doing that because I chose not to.
I'm cruel.
If I'd done both of them, it would have rolled terribly.
Yeah, that's fair. But is that Rash's turn?
Yeah.
All right, Darius, how are you doing, bud?
I'm okay.
All right, well, this devil has its eye on you. It's going to start with a tail attack. 12?
Definitely not.
11?
Nope.
17.
Definitely not.
Darius, you're up.
I have an armor class of 21 as long as I do my thing every morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and hit them with just a simple old mace attack.
Roll to hit.
20.
Hits.
I will then, as a reaction, use my searing smite.
Okay.
Extra 5 damage and cause them to ignite in flames. So they're gonna have to take a Constitution saving throw.
It fails. The fire does no damage to it.
Ah, okay.
But the extra damage is untyped, so it will go through.
Yeah, so for a total of, I guess, 8 damage that actually goes through.
Yep. Vim, you're up.
All right.
And now I get my reaction back now.
Here.
Yes.
The fire.
Hits. Slumbering Sapphire Dragon's Wrath crossbow. For 9. A mighty damage. Alright, and that's Vim's turn.
Yep.
Luna.
Okay. So, Luna is going to reposition herself so that now she can actually cover both people with her interception. And then she's going to try Sword Friend. Oh my god.
I think you're still getting
No
used to
Sword
it.
Friend.
Luna, you had issues with me the first time I was used by you as well. Do not worry, you will get the hand of it. Evie, you're up.
I'm gonna boop with crossbow. No, I'm not.
Gets some of Darius's tail, goes into the wall. Rash.
What was that?
Sorry.
There's just like a crossbow bolt with some hair in the wall beside the devil, Darius.
You know that doesn't grow back, right?
Doesn't it?
No. I mean a tail. The hair.
Oh,
will.
the hair will. The hair will.
Was more concerned with how possible the tail almost got injured.
Rash.
Reckless attack.
Chad, you there?
Yeah. Just
You were very
Juggling.
still, so I was very worried.
I'm just juggling. Okay, seeing how everybody is. Or okay. Yeah. Yep. Just a reckless attack.
All right.
What the hell?
Uh,
This is insane.
advantage.
This
on,
devil is extremely fortunate.
Advantage on
Yeah.
Rash. It's going to
For
use
Devil's
long.
luck.
tail on Rash. 13.
That misses.
Natural 20.
That's gross.
For only 7 damage.
Okay.
Shows a grave domain.
Subtract
Ow.
8 of that.
So
Well, that'd be
0,
nothing.
and a
As
24.
Ravensword does do one useful thing
Right,
this
okay.
turn.
7. So 3 to Rash. Y'all have a
Okay.
lot of damage mitigation. I can't wait till we get to 30 Space Grindelow encounter. Darius, you're up.
That was a lot. Really quick.
30 Space Grindelow encounter.
All right. How are you looking, Vim?
Vim's okay. Like, he can take at least one of those sunshots. But even at max health, he wouldn't be able to take 2.
The power of the Solar One shall defeat you all.
There's the link. I'm just gonna try to hit him again with the mace.
Roll to hit.
Nat 20.
Nice.
So for a total of let's see, that will be 14, I guess. Do I
Yep.
want to blow another smite?
Do it. It'll
Yeah, you
double.
do.
Yeah, I'll do another smite.
If you're gonna crit, you might as well smite on it.
Mm-hmm. So 6 extra.
6 extra.
Nice. And
Bonk.
Vim, you're up.
All right. Fire.
Hits. Roll your damage. It takes it.
Those double ones on the psychic damage. That's Vim.
Luna.
Okay, sword friend, you and I are going to do this time.
Hits.
There we go.
And we gonna smite again. And I actually get an extra one of those because it's not a nice creature.
Luna, as the sword cuts into it, it kind of shoots itself out and like goes into the whip form and just surrounds this thing and crushes it into like, and then comes back down, and the devil has disappeared as you defeated it.
Huzzah!
We have slain it.
Nice.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate that.
I mean, you could have helped a little bit more, but that's okay. We got it done.
I'm not going to lie. I very well could have, but
Considering that you are
breaking the
a
pact,
whole dragon.
breaking the pact thing has left me a little bit tired, for lack of a better word.
I mean, all's well that ends well, I suppose.
Yes, and now I can hopefully get Corley back unspaced. Right, Vim?
Wait.
Unspaced?
Because
Oh,
they were
yeah, no. Yeah, that's. I just started mixing that up there for a second. Yeah, like, no, she's fine. You didn't do anything to Luna, so she's fine. I was thinking your brother, who's definitely getting his.
Feel free to do whatever you'd like to my brother.
We are going to turn him
will.
into salt and then use him for dinner.
Or perhaps a nice handbag.
I don't agree with the second part
Both.
or how the first part was phrased.
Everybody
What part
has to have
specifically
hobbies, Darius.
do you have a grievance with?
I mean, I acknowledge that they are a bad person and they need to be stopped for the greater good, but I don't like the idea. I do not like the idea, even our enemies, killing them with the implied purpose of eating them. Am I the great?
Handbag.
Wait, what if we give the salt to the poor?
That is potentially worse.
What if it's not the purpose, but a fun bonus?
Hey, you know what?
That
I'll leave
also
you all
is
to
potentially
it.
worse, just in a different way.
Here,
It's
let me-
laissez-faire
It was nice
horrific.
meeting you, Auckland.
I'll leave you all. I'll leave you all to this.
Oh, it was very fun traveling on your ship.
Luna.
And if I ever see you again, I would like to come back sometime.
Well, I was actually going to offer this. We have in our possession, due to a less than dubious trade deal, an extra long-range communique. If you'd like, I'd be happy to throw it your way as a thank you for everything.
Yes, that
Yes,
would be
please.
very
That
nice.
sounds nice.
All right, I'll get the boys to load it up for you and consider it yours. I'll program my number into it, and this way you can give me a call if you're ever in need of anything, or if I ever need to call you for a little bit of help.
Okay.
That sounds great.
And then you can tell me the story about the princess.
Yes,
Because you never did that, and
once
you
I
owe
get
me.
once I get her permission, I will let you know.
Okay, great.
You could also theoretically contact us via any of our social medias. I am at
I
Experiment
forget that social media exists in
Experiment
this
3
campaign.
V13. Feel free to direct message me on any of my accounts.
Oh yeah, of course. And yeah, he'll head out, and yeah, you will be left to your own devices, team.
Well, this has been a very long day.
It has. I feel like I need to meditate on a few things.
Veronique just kind of like, as you're all coming back onto the ship, says, "So, cleared up? Bounty good to be cleared?"
Yes, I think so. I think we can head back.
Perfect.
We will likely need to refuel at some point.
Based on where you are, you have enough fuel to get back to the Marred Poppy system, so you're fine.
What if, even though we don't need to refuel, we stopped at a fueling station anyway to pick up road trip snacks and slushies?
Well, you have an active
Oh,
bounty.
I
on
would
your
very
hands.
much like road trip snacks and slushies.
What if I did not look like me? What then?
I suppose I could go in for you all. That's fine.
I have a question. With the communication systems we have, is there any way for us to like check the news?
Oh,
Yes.
To see if they're
with
Yeah, I'm
with-
pretty sure these little tablet things.
I
you
pull
can
up
just
Facebook
use.
and
Yeah.
start scrolling.
Careful, don't doom scroll too much. It'll
the
give you a
first-
negative on
the
things.
first story
Oh,
is
what?
like
Oh boy.
25 ways to use your Zarfian gloop that you didn't think you could use it for.
I don't even own Zarfian Gloop. It is Zarfian Gloop.
Oh, going down the space wiki hole.
As
Do you know
Evie-
what Zarfian Gloop is? Will, now you have to tell me what
What's
is
Zarfian gloop?
Zarfian gloof is a squash-like vegetable. It's like a spaghetti squash, but purple.
Oh.
And I can only imagine because how it's named, it tastes terrible.
It's very healthy. It's high in fiber.
Oh, that's
So
good
it
for
tastes
that's good for it.
terrible.
That's why there's 25 ways to make it not taste terrible, like adding a lot of butter.
Yeah. That'll do.
This woman appears to like cut it up into like plates and then into like square rectangles, put them into like a baking dish, and then put a whole bunch of pre-cut cheese, and then another one and a whole bunch of pre-cut cheese, and another one and a whole bunch of pre-cut cheese, and then 2 cans of mushroom soup over it. It's kind of cursed.
It ain't gonna slide down easy if it ain't cheesy. My favorite TikToker. Everybody's so creative.
Oh boy.
Well, perhaps someone can go in and get snacks, or I can just look like a different plasmoid, or I can make a potion that might make people look different. That could also be fun. I just want a cherry slushy.
I would also like a cherry slushy.
They might have strawberry.
But the grape one is always broken.
I'm just gonna go to our kitchen and make some tea.
Yeah.
Rash should start a cooking channel. I think that would be highly profitable.
Millis has already been like coming up with like different recipes with Rash is what she wants to call it. And she has like plans for Rash to do different like foods of like home cooking and like basics with Rash and like teaching people how to cook goblin style and a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Man, a
That's
channel
precious.
a channel like that would probably get really hurt by seeing a little caterpillar person just in the background just chowing down on whatever's on there. Like that,
With the knives.
that probably wouldn't help that channel.
I get a flood of comments of like, there are bugs in your kitchen. No, that's
a
my
pretty good big
adopted
bug.
grandson. How dare you? That is my adopted grandson.
As you're all making your way through space back towards the Mark Poppy system,
Making a way through space.
When we're on autopilot.
Osklin does send a message to Evie.
Oh.
Specifically saying, Evie, be careful about the types of photos that you post. I know people were asking, but don't say yes to every request. Because way back in episode,
no
way back
intention
when,
of doing so.
Yeah.
But thank you for your concern. My posts are purely scientific. Anyway, I'm going to hop out of the nav chair and scooch over to wherever Luna is staying.
Oh.
You get a little knock.
Oh, you may enter.
Luna, I have to show you
Evie.
something.
Evie, make me a charisma roll right now.
A charisma roll.
Yeah, just like a straight up charisma roll.
10.
Okay. Cool. That's
Why?
it. I just wanted to know. Thank you.
Okay. I very carefully close the door behind me and look around to see if anyone is in the room. Is anyone else in the room?
There's no one in the room other than
No.
you,
No.
Luna, and the ship.
Okay.
She's gonna murder her.
Luna, can you keep a secret?
No.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent, very good. I have something very exciting to show you. Come with me. I'm gonna take you, ideally, if you follow, to my laboratory.
Okay. Okay.
Get in, close the door, look around, make sure there's nobody, no bug nubs hiding in the vents.
It wouldn't be the vents. Quick question, because this would change where Vim would be.
Yeah.
Who has the orb that summons the sprite? Would it be
The Orb of Conjure Baja Blast?
Yeah, that
I
one.
think it was probably Evie because they identified it. And
Okay, then
I took
Vim
the orb of
probably
water.
Then Vim probably is like bebopping his way towards you, like like
I'm a big bopping
would
bug
be.
nubby.
But he's not there yet.
No.
Which means
He's
Evie
taking
is
the scenic route because he's not really in a hurry almost ever anyway.
Evie's gonna lock the lab door behind her, and be like, Luna, Darius smuggled this.
This is what we're getting to.
What am
out
I
of
looking
the
at?
tomb. This is an incubator, and the egg inside is a mimic egg.
Oh, like the
Like
little teapots that we saw?
the little teapot. Yes, precisely the little teapots.
And
And
this is
I'm
a
going to try
baby
to catch
one.
it. It's a baby.
This is exciting.
Can't tell Vim because he'll kill it.
I will not tell Vim.
And maybe Rash. I don't know. Darius seems chill. Vim has no chill, and Rash is also categorically less than chill more often than not.
I want to protect the baby teapot, so I will not tell Vim, and I will not tell Rash.
Or ideally, maybe not anyone besides either me or Darius for now.
Okay, I will keep that
Let's get back to them
secret.
in some way, shape, or form.
Have you? It is a baby. So is it going to become a teapot?
That's the most fascinating part. From the research that I have conducted, sometimes a mimic, when it is, hatching, will need an object to look at and mimic. I am thinking of collecting a small group of different objects for it to choose from, because theoretically I could make that choice, but I am more interested in knowing what it might choose for itself.
That is very
given
cute.
multiple options.
Yes, I think this is good. Would you like help finding cute things for it to choose from?
Very much so, yes.
Okay.
I trust your taste. But for now, I have, and Evie opens there's like a drawer in one of her cabinets that has like a false bottom to it that she has this little mimic hatchery set up.
Amazing.
Actually, it may be a compartment in the planter, which I think might be easier to hide a secret extra compartment in. But that's the secret.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So you have to be
keep the
conspicuous
secret.
about gathering these.
I do not know what that big word meant, but I will do it.
Which big word?
Inconspicuous.
Oh, inconspicuous means, how would one define inconspicuous? Not conspicuous.
Oh, I still do not know what that means.
As this rabbit hole is going on, that's probably when Vim arrives.
Bonking on the door with his nubs.
Yeah, you just hear the kind of. I don't see Vin as somebody who knocks normally. Or no, he's just like. You just hear the weird scraping on the door.
Oh, that sounds like the
We
nubs
are doing
of
an
Vin.
experiment.
Oh, experimenting.
I could try to phrase what I want to know as an experiment, but I don't feel like it. But I guess you could say it kind of is.
Okay, give me one moment to clean up any hazardous materials.
These two are into weird stuff. Okay.
Evie makes sure that there is no trace of the mimic hatchery.
Okay.
And unlocks the door for Vim. Hi, yes. What did you need help learning?
So, that orb we got that summons a sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it summons a particular sprite that exists somewhere and has thoughts and memories and knowledge of its own, or do you think it's just a projection of a thing that's like a sprite?
Mr. Meesick situation.
When it comes to summoning objects, it is most common that they will summon a different creature of that nature, depending on.
Real ones, but not the same one every time.
Not necessarily, but also I don't think there is any rule against it being the same one every time. It just might be very unlikely. However, if we did get a specific sprite that was willing to come back multiple times, there is something about the conjuration that I don't use it, but the consent on that is a little iffy for me. I would hope that it's like a volunteer position that a sprite might be summoned to help someone fight or to answer questions, and therefore if we were able to convince the same sprite to volunteer multiple times, we'd have to summon one and ask, I think.
Yeah, I was just wondering, what they been thinking about
You were
this whole
wondering if they
being a
have any
fae
connections
thing.
to your hags and Mother Myrtle.
Yeah, because apparently I'm not supposed to exist or something, so like nobody's going to have knowledge of me or anything like me, but they might have knowledge of other things that are related.
I am very glad that you exist.
I mean, I suppose I
You
am too.
should
I don't know
not
what it
say
would be like
such
to not
things.
exist. Well, I'm not what people would expect to exist.
A bug?
This is something
They are
all three of us
everywhere.
can probably
Not-
relate to.
Not like me.
Oh, you are right, Evie, because all three of us were created.
Boy, am I having a good meditation.
We should
For
ask
once,
Darius about
nobody
this.
fucks with
He
Darius.
creates things.
Darius
I know.
worships the spark of creation. Maybe
He
we should
creates
all
things.
go
We
bother.
should all go and ask him about this.
Do you
I'm
go
just-
knock on Darius's door?
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Just to fuck with them.
It's Darius.
Inner peace.
The ship just like opens the door.
Darius.
I'm like, we're gonna talk about that later.
Oh, Darius, you should answer our questions because we have them.
Or contemplate them.
I mean, I kind of get the logic there. Come on in. I was done, I guess.
Darius, you worship a spark of creation. And all of us were created.
I mean, everything is created.
But we're like
But we're like,
created.
Process of
created?
our creation was perhaps a bit more involved.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Evie's seems direct, and I'm not really sure about Luna's, and mine seems kind of weird, and I don't really get it. But also, would that mean we're like divine beings to you?
I mean, we're all a little bit divine.
But like, am I your angel, Darius?
No, my belief system doesn't have angels. What is an angel?
Well, no,
That
there
if
is
you were an angel,
there,
that
there,
would
there is
mean
there is one angel in the spark of creation. It is Adenia, but yeah.
That I think that would probably be more like the paragons from Dragon Age, not
Yeah,
so much.
Rose is
Because-
just like, you bet your ass.
I think we would only be considered Darius's angels if he worshipped Dr. Teletio,
Am I
which is
still
not
here?
necessarily
we can be
the same as
Darius's
worshiping-
angels.
We all pull out a crossbow.
I have 2 crossbows.
What is happening?
The best.
We are your
That's
angels.
an excellent question. But we also wanted to summon a sprite and see if it knew anything about them.
Hmm.
If I don't know, do you know anything about summoning Darius?
Only the
Oh, yes,
Only-
you call his name and you summon him.
That's true. That is how we talk to Darius most of the time.
yes, but it won't work if I'm out of earshot.
We can be loud.
That would not be out of earshot then. By definition, if I can hear you, I'm not out of earshot. But I'm afraid I'm afraid I'm not familiar with any sort of summoning spells.
Well, would you care to join us to use this?
I mean, I would certainly appreciate being around to, I'm not going to say supervise, but we're all thinking it.
Are
Oh, I
we?
was not thinking it.
I
Wasn't thinking that.
Okay, so I was thinking it.
So Darius,
Thanks, Dad.
as you all
Oh,
bring
no.
it, as you all bring it to the kitchen,
I do not accept that responsibility of that
Rash-
level.
It's too late.
Rash just clears off a spot of the table for you all
You're
to
right,
summon
Darius.
this thing.
We should supervise this as the responsible ones here.
I side-eyed him harder than I've ever side-eyed anyone in my life.
Do you want to activate the summoning at the table?
Yeah.
Right. Who's going to activate it?
I should ask, have we gotten a rest, or is this the same day?
Same day.
Okay, then.
Maybe Vim, since you are looking for
Sure,
a
maybe
sprite
that
that has information.
maybe that would have something to do with how it works.
All right.
And so I'll use it.
Okay, you activate the crystal, and the crystal begins to have a blinding light, and then poof, appearing before you, floating in the air, is a little fairy sprite. However, this one is quite odd looking. They have the lower body of what appears to be a horse, and then the upper
That's
body
weird.
of a human with like sprite wings on the back of it.
Is the horse body like
Not Darius, the cat centaur, being like, that's weird.
is the horse body like hanging really weird, or is it because it's magic? It's like normal.
It's
and,
magic. It's like normal.
Okay, that's
And they
good
have like these like
because
cute
it would have been
little-
it would have
they
been
have
real
these, like-
sad otherwise.
They have these cute little cow horns on
Well-
their head too.
That just doesn't make any sense structurally.
And which back are the wings growing out of?
They're the human back.
Oh, fascinating.
And as this blinding light appears, you see her. Oh, who has summoned me?
I'm already
I
exhausted.
point to Darius.
And that's where we're going to end.
I'm sorry,
tonight's-
what?
That's where we're going to end tonight's session. Oh, who has summoned me? Oh, I'm so excited to meet you all. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
Oh, it'll be so much fun.
I'm going to think back to that moment 5 minutes ago where I was doing such a good meditation. That was nice.
Thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling. Don't forget to check out our
Wait,
other
Will,
shows.
did anything special happen at the end of session?
Yes, you all leveled up to level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all leveled to level 4. I'm sorry I forgot to tell you that, but you finished like the first sort of arc, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Max health roll.
Sick.
So thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. I've already forgotten the name of the episode that we're going to use for YouTube, so I'm going to have to watch the VOD for it.
Shape of
Shape
Oh, it was the shape of Plasmoid.
The shape of
Yeah, shape of
plasmoids.
plasmoids.
I'm writing that down so I don't forget it. I'm writing that down on the back of my work.
Yeah,
What is it?
I
Review, my work review. So there we go.
I
Thank you all.
definitely remembered that one. That one took me off guard.
Thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of The Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Come by tomorrow for more D&D 5e action with Salt and Sorcery with Will, Matt, Chad, and Calf. And we will see you all on, the next one. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.